So today I'm going to be sharing my January favourites with you guys. There isn't really a ton of stuff because my January just kind of flew by. The things that I do have to show you are things which I would choose over other things when I had time to do stuff. So yeah, that is why they are my favourites and that is why I want to share them with you. So the first thing has to be my Life Designer Planner. I think I would have been a little bit lost without this during January. I did do a separate video on this and you guys might have seen that, but I used the weekly section a lot. So yeah, if I hadn't have had this, I don't think I would have been as on track as I was. I will leave a link to the video I did on this planner, so if you want to know my opinions on it and also how I'm using it, then go and check out that video. But yeah, I've really enjoyed using this planner, so I couldn't really not have it in my favourites video. Alongside that, I would have to say that my Websters Pages Folio has to be in my favourites, and this is the Teal one. I have used this every single day during January. In it I have put all of my favourite pens, all of the pens which I use. So I have my Coletto pens, I have a white pen, I have another kind of biro pen, I have my two highlighter pens, I have this clip which is just in there for decoration, I have my social media stamps from Studio L2E, I also have my Papermate Flair pens, I have a ruler, I have my fine liners, I have a pencil and I have another thicker fine liner. And obviously another paper clip, which again is for decoration. But yeah, I've used all these pens all throughout January and it's really handy having them all in one place and I can just grab for it when I need it. So these two things have kind of gone together as the most used things during January. These were the things which I'd grab for every single day. I then have two journals, which were the two journals that I'd grab for when I had spare time. The first one is my La-Di-Da scrapbook journal, I suppose, and this was actually sent to me by Geraldine. I'll leave links to Geraldine's blog and Instagram and stuff, so definitely go check her out. She posts a lot about her creative projects and stuff that she gets up to. This was part of the Secret Santa gift that she sent to me. In the Mrs. Brimble's design team we all did a Secret Santa and Geraldine was my Secret Santa. This is very much like a smash book, apart from the pages can come out and you can rearrange them and add more. But yeah, I've used this kind of like a smash book, but a little bit more neater and themed. So instead of mixing a load of stuff from different times on one page, I've chose to document just kind of one event. So here, this one I actually did in December, but this was documenting when I received the Secret Santa, and I've also kept some of the things which were on the packages. But during January I used it a lot to document other things. So here was some happy mail I received from Joey. She sent me a belated Christmas present which was so nice and I wasn't expecting it at all. I stuck in the card that she sent and I also took a photo of the actual gift. And then over here, this is a photo pocket page, so I put in a journaling card. I then did this, which was one of my favourite things that I did during the month. This was documenting the tiger event I went to during December. So I had some photos that I took. I stuck in one of the gift bags we had, and I decorated it with obviously winter themed stickers. And then over here I have another journaling card, which again I've journaled on the back. But yeah, I really enjoyed using these photo pockets and like making some decoration on the front of the plastic and then putting something behind it. But I think it turned out really nice. I really like it. It's busy, it's kind of mismatched, which is my style that I like. But yeah, I've really enjoyed using this and I love this journal so much. The pages are so beautiful. I love the colour scheme. I just love everything about it. But yeah, that's my first journal, which was a favourite. The second journal which I would grab when I had time was this one, and this is my Lyra Co Fauxdori. This I actually got for Christmas from my boyfriend, and it has this really pretty fox print on the cover, and then inside it has orange and white zigzags. I've kind of used it in a similar way to my La-Di-Da journal, where I've journaled about one particular thing. The difference I found is it's kind of nice to change up the size and space that you have to use to journal every now and again, which is why I think I've jumped between these two, because they're very different sizes. This one has a lot thinner pages, and this one obviously has blank pages rather than pattern pages. I can't show you the other page that I did in here because I'm not allowed to talk about it yet, but I did journal about it because I'm not allowed to talk about it, so I obviously had to put it somewhere. But yeah, that's all I really can show you in this journal. I have like a load of stuff which I still need to journal and stick in and stuff. But yeah, this was definitely a favourite and I've absolutely loved using it. I do have a couple of others which I plan to move into eventually. My last favourite of January kind of goes with my journals, and that is my Canon selfie photo printer. I decided to get myself one of these. My mum has had a really old one for years now, like years and years, and I'd use it every now and again, but I really wanted my own one, and I wanted one which would print from my iPhone. So I did a bit of research and I had a look at reviews on YouTube and stuff, and I decided to go for it. I found it on Amazon. I think it was around £80 for paper as well. Since I've got it, I've had it set up on my desk and I've used it to print so many photos. All of the photos which you saw in these two journals were printed from my Canon selfie. It prints in a almost 6x4 format. I think it kind of crops a little bit off on either side. I tend to use it to print off smaller photos, so instead I will collage a load of photos into a 6x4 format and then print it off. I think I printed all of these off on the same 6x4 format, so this one took up half of it, and then these two were going that way along, and I've obviously trimmed them down to be square. So out of one sheet I got 3 photos, which was enough to fill this little journaling page. So yeah, value for money. I think it's just so worth it, and it definitely saves me having to pay a bus fare to get a trip to town to print them off at Boots or something. So yeah, I had to put it in my January favourites because I've used it so much since I got it. So these were my favourite things during the month of January. I know there wasn't a ton of stuff, but I still wanted to show you some of the things which I've been using consistently. I'll of course leave links to all of them in the description. If I can't find a link, then I'll leave like the names of each thing. So I hope you enjoyed seeing my favourites of this month. Let me know in the comments what your favourites were from January, because I love being nosy. I love finding out what other people are using. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.